Welcome back, friends. I'm Mellowseven, and this is Slay the Spire. We are still in early access. You can see right there, 00013, 125, 2018 is the latest patch. So let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, I think last time we ran this one. This time we're going to go ahead and we're going to run with the Silent. I have won the game. Won the 3 bosses with the Silent, but the last few 3, maybe 4 matches, I've kind of got my butt kicked. Now, this one seems to be a little bit more susceptible to RNG. You have to get a little bit luckier with your card selection early on, and the synchronicity is the word I'm going to use between the relics you get and the cards. So, you know, you get a couple cards and then you get a relic that doesn't work with them at all, and maybe you never find the cards that go with that relic. So I have had a lot more trouble dealing with the randomness of this class. So you can be just absolutely unbeatable and you can be absolutely garbage. I'm just going to take 100 gold and then hopefully we can buy something that we like. The other problem is you initially start with something here, generally early on, which you don't have any money for, and so it's kind of worthless. So you don't actually get a relic or have any idea of what your relics might be until you get closer, you know, to up here. I mean, for instance, if we go here, we buy this, we don't get another one until we go there. If we go this route, either of these routes, we could get one here, and then we don't get another one. I'm kind of thinking, I mean, this is a lot of fighting, but it gets us a relic there, and then we could buy relics there. If we go this way, we get a relic there. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That seems to be a pretty good route too. Let's try that. So we'll start down here. Relics, I think, are more important than the cards. Well, not more important, but you have fewer of them, and they can be slightly more powerful. So depending on how it goes. I think we're just going to start by killing it. Seems fair. All right. Well, we've only got 2 attacks, so we may as well go ahead and weaken it first, because that does a little bit of damage. Not really any point in doing that. So, it's okay, Copper Dog. Is there an airplane out there, Copper? Well, go get it. Go get the airplane. Go outside. 1 second, guys. Outside. Go on. Outside. Go get it. Go get the airplane. Go on. Go get it. All the way outside. Go on. Keep going. All the way outside. Go on. Go get it. All right. Copper, for whatever reason, chases contrails of airplanes. She doesn't care about the airplane. They can fly low, whatever. She'd care less. Helicopters, she doesn't care. But contrails, she's apparently a bit of a contrail, you know, conspiracy theorist. And she was sitting there looking out the window and are near an airport. So we get quite a few of them. And when she sees them through the window, she won't go out on her own. She'll just sit here and whine and make noise until I go out with her to chase the airplanes. So, all right, 2 strikes, I think, and then a survivor. There we go. And, yeah, not too bad there. And we got a wound, unfortunately. Quick neutralize, and we got enough strikes to finish him off. There we go, first easy fight. Our initial relic, by the way, lets us start with 2 additional cards at the beginning of each match, and this is the base one for this island. We could get a strength potion. We could. I'm going to just keep taking money. Oh, we get all of it. Never mind. It's been that long since I played. Okay, so all enemies lose 6 strength for 1 turn. This can be played only if there's no other cards in our hand, but it's really powerful if we can. This one doesn't have any of those requirements and gives us 4 blocks, so I'm going to go with that. Oops, there we go. See what we get at the question mark. We don't really have any powerful cards to upgrade right now, so I'm just going to leave that. And we have your basic strikes and blocks, but I don't really see the need to do anything. We can't afford any of the relics there. Are there any cards here that we want? Now, this could be interesting. I mean, it's a 0-cost power. And we could go like a debuff style, where we want to add even... I don't remember if poison counts as a debuff or not. See, I would love to be able to do accuracy and get shivs, right? But I have yet to see the shivs game in the card that gives you shivs in at least the 3 matches. It hasn't shown up at all. They added a bunch of cool stuff for shivs, and now they're apparently no longer in the game. I just haven't found it. It's just not been there. This one, if we were playing something... These are both ones that require you to discard, but we haven't seen a single card that... Well, I take that back. We have the... We just played it, where you discard a card and it gives you more blocks. So we could do something like this, but we've only got the 1 in the deck. We could aim for something like that. And then when we discard a card... Well, when we discard this card, it does something. So instead of losing a card, by discarding the card, we actually deal 7 damage. Or we get to draw another card. So that's one way we could do it. I do really like the sadistic nature here, but I'm not sure about the debuffs. I mean, we don't have any... Well, we've got 1 now. Let's go with this. That leaves us 31. And we may as well take an outmaneuver because it's just... Oops, we don't need that. Because it is really good to get the 2 extra energy the following turn. And it can work with a lot of things. So, well, we may as well use our 0 cost there. We're going to go ahead and play our sadistic nature. So, we're got a 12 incoming damage. I'm going to go ahead and get us a little bit. We're going to take some damage, get us a little bit more energy next time. Ah, screwed that up. Screwed that up. We should have just attacked here twice, and we would have killed one of them. No, we wouldn't, because he's going to get that. Never mind. We got lucky, but not on purpose. These guys have this initial ability. They'll curl up, so when they take damage, they gain 6 blocks. So we would have ended up 4 short or something along those lines. So that's okay. Potentially, if we would have used our strength boost, we could have done it. So now this is our 1 discard. And of course, you know, we've only got the 1 attack, so I'm just going to use it on him. And he's going to do 5 damage. So, of course, we can... That's all he's going to be able to do, so there's no point in fighting. And of course, we had all the extra energy, but nothing to use it on. So now we can do our deflect. We can do our neutralize. This should be a debuff now. So now he took the additional damage, right? Which now has curled him up into his deal here. He took damage, so he got a block equal to it, it looks like. But we're going to hit him again, because we can, and that's... He's going to use a buff, so there's no need to do anything else. And, yeah, we'll just kill him. Oops, there we go. And that's that. So not too bad. 2 fights down. See, this one is a great one, but we haven't seen shivs yet. Let's do this because we have that the power when we do a debuff. We're going to do damage, so let's keep rolling towards that. How about another fight? Realistically, our chance of getting a relic is better by going for the question mark, but I'm going to do this, and then we'll do our 2 attacks, and that's all we can really do this turn. Sadistic Nature. We'll throw up 1 defend. We're still going to take 1 damage, but now we've got to play the rest of these here because we did have the extra energy. We probably should have used our strength potion there because we would have done another 6 damage on that. We're going to take 1. Oh well. We'll throw our deflect up. We'll throw our neutralize up. We'll do a little bit of damage. We'll throw our sucker punch up. We'll do a little bit more damage. And a defend, and that's all we need to do. So these guys are tough because they get strength every time. So their strength goes up and up and up, which means every time he's going to do more and more damage. But in this case, we did pretty well. That's actually about the best I've done with him early in a while. Got a nice regen potion. We don't need that quite yet. There we go. Gain 6 block, add a shiv to your hand. Deal 5 damage if the enemy is weak. Well, let's keep going on our... We got our theme. We're going to go debuffs. That's how we're going to do it. I don't think we need to... We've only lost 4. We're going to upgrade something. The question is, what do we want to upgrade? Now, initially, I don't think these were upgraded. Now they are. So now we could knock them up to 4 damage if we want. I don't know that that's a huge thing. This would go up to 6 block, which is pretty decent. Sucker Punch will add 2 weak, which is not bad. Deal 7 damage. I'll go with this. It's a free one. It does a little bit more damage. It's going to add weak for an extra turn. I think that'll be okay. And it's free, so we'll be able to use it every time. Okay. We'll apply our weak. He's going to do 9 damage to us. So I'm kind of thinking we just go ahead and we throw 2 out. And then we use this to get more energy next time. And we'll see how that goes. We're not going to take any damage this time. We need to remember the potions. I always forget the potions. They're kind of out of sight, out of mind type of thing, you know? Now, we've been weakened, so our deflect's not going to do as much, but we'll throw it up there. Now, he is weak, so we can come out here and hit him with that. We get to draw another card. He's going to do 9 damage to us. Well, we can play everything, so it doesn't matter. We get up to 9 there, and then we can smack him a couple times in turn. So we're doing okay. Of course, our if debuffed ability we haven't seen yet, so hopefully it'll roll. It has to roll through here. We only had 4 cards left. So Sadistic Nature goes up. We're going to Sucker Punch because he's weakened. We're going to take a lot of damage this time, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to sacrifice the strike, and then I'll use our defend. So we get up to 9, so we're still going to take a little bit of damage, but not too much. Five turns. I don't think it's worth doing... I don't know that we have 5 turns left in us this time. The debuffs are hurting us more than anything. I can't kill him this time, so I think I'm just going to block the damage. You know what? We might have 5 turns left in us. I'm going to go ahead and drink this. We keep getting frailed and weakened. We're not doing a whole lot. Okay. I'm going to drink the potion. Finish him off. Throw out an outmaneuver so we get more energy for next turn, and then maybe we can crush him next turn. And I said we weren't going to have 5 in us, and now we might. We'll see. We don't have a lot of health we need to earn back, so. Okay, neutralize. There we go. Heal hook. He's already weakened. Strike. And we've got plenty of energy left. We'll just throw up our defense. In turn, we'll heal back up to full. And hopefully we kill him next turn. But we've only got the one attack, so luckily that's all we needed. Now, we already talked about those. We just don't have enough that causes us to discard. So I think I'm going to do this. I don't know if poison counts as a debuff or not. I don't believe it does, but I like poison. So now we didn't have to take a card. We could have done whatever we wanted. Now I think we have... I think I'm going to take the gold. We could rest here if we wanted to, but even if we fight here, we got to rest right after that. So I think we'll be okay. Famous last words. We get the Regal Pella, so we are going to get an additional 15 hit points when we rest now. So we can go in pretty weak and still heal up. So let's go here and see if we can get another relic. All right, well, we did get our sadistic nature early. We've got our neutralize. So we'll do a little bit of damage with that. We'll do a poison stab. I'll do an outmaneuver. And a strike. And I think that's a decent first round. We did a little bit of damage. We've got him weakened. We've got him poisoned. I'm going to do this one. He's already weakened. We just got another strike. Now, we've only got one defense, so there's only so much defense we can do anyway. I'm going to throw that up, and then we'll just kind of pound on him. Sometimes you don't have a whole lot of options. You just do what you do. But, you know, we've knocked him down to almost half now, but we are going to take a big hit here. Poison continued to work on him a little bit. Throw up our deflect. I'm going to do this. We'll get rid of one of those. That gets us up to 12. We'll use that one, and then we'll attack. And we shouldn't take any damage this time. The poison is worn off, and the weakness wore off. So we need to get more weak on him. But hey, imagine that. There we go. Roll right into that. Now, he's not going to attack us this time. Now that he's weakened, we can hit him with Sucker Punch. Or continue to add weak, I guess. And strike him a couple more times. Now, of course, the weak means he does less damage. So that's good for us. Of course, he just knocked down our dexterity and our strength, so we're going to do less damage and we're going to block less. But we'll throw that up anyway. We'll do our one attack, and then we'll just defend, because that's what we can do. So we will take a little bit of damage here. We've got him down to 19. We're doing pretty well. 5, 10, 14. We could do 17 damage this turn. We're only gonna be able to, we're gonna take a hit. We're gonna take a hit. There's not much I can do about it. He took more than I was thinking. I forgot about that doing damage. We could have killed him. We screwed up. We could have killed him. Oh well. We'll take 5 damage we didn't need to take. Well, wait. No, we were only going to do 8 more damage. So he would have had 1 left, I think. If I'm remembering it correctly. So I think we're okay. Poison. There we go. Took a little bit more than we needed to, but we did get our deal. We get to upgrade an attack. Okay, so I'm kind of thinking I'll do a little bit more if he's weak. I'm kind of thinking we just make Sucker Punch better, right? Because anything that extends that weak means that our other attacks that do that are going to be better. This is going to hit everybody for a debuff. So if we have multiple, it'll hit them all with damage. So yeah, I think we just keep rolling that way. I'm going to go ahead and take the rest. I don't know that we need it, but we'll get up to full. We'll roll into this guy, and then we'll have a chance of the shop or the thing. So now these guys, unfortunately, are going to resist the first debuff on them. But that's okay. We'll throw that up there. Only one of them's going to attack us for now. So I'm going to go ahead and do this, and we'll just get rid of a strike there. So now that first one gets negated by the poison wipes out his first artifact. So it does count as a debuff. So that should work. And then I think I'm just going to do outmaneuver so we get some more energy next time. All right, and these guys are just going to load our deck, which is going to be difficult here because we don't have a lot of cards in our deck. So those are going to become really nasty really fast. Now they're going to throw out a lot of damage this time, and there's just not a whole hell of a lot we can do about it. We can play everything this turn, so we throw out what we have, and we just soak 10 damage. It's just going to suck. Good thing we rested up. Okay, so I've got some options here. If we do this, I think we need to get rid of these debuffs first. So let's go here, and then let's go here, and that gets rid of those. And then I'll do a piercing wail, which will lower their strength quite a bit. So now they're only doing 2 damage each. So we've done damage to everybody. We could do this, but we're not... Well, it's going to give us an extra energy. So yeah, so let's do this. Oh, is anybody actually weak? No, they're shackled, but they're not weak. Okay, never mind. We just throw up a defense so we don't take any damage, and we end the turn. The weak was blocked by their artifact ability. So those are all gone. Now every time we manage to get a debuff out, it will actually do the damage. And there we go. So we got a couple. So I'm going to do Sucker Punch, which is going to apply 2 weak. So he's going to do a little bit less damage. I'll throw up a block. We'll take 1 damage, and then I'm going to throw up another strike. So he's almost dead. Get in there. This is probably one of my least favorite ones because they throw the dazed in and then they'll all attack at once and there's just nothing you can do. I mean, look at that. That's just... There's nothing you can do. Your deck cannot survive this at this level. Not easily, anyway. You're just going to have to take an assload of damage and hope that you got this fight at a time when you can survive that. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm just going to two blocks because there's not much more I can do. I mean, we could have taken 5 more damage and hoped that we would get cards we could play next time, but there's so many dazed in our decks, the odds of us getting enough cards to use more than 3 mana is slim. Although we did get some this time. The enemy is not weak, but none of them are going to attack, so we'll go ahead and get a poison on him, and then he takes the additional 3 damage. They're not weak, so we'll just do these. And that's our turn. So not a bad turn. Got rid of one of them. Got another one down. Hopefully we'll be able to kill him next time. He's going to take 2 damage no matter what. But we've got 4 more of those in our discard, and those are going to slide back in. Throw a deflect up. See, like I say, we're just not going to be able to do a whole lot of damage, and he's done. And we might not have needed that. We probably could have put the strike there and let the poison kill him. I just wasn't paying attention. Okay. He's not weak. Well, we'll do that, and we'll just use it as an attack. Now, the nice thing is that these do disappear. Once they get used, they don't go back into the discard. So they go in your discard initially, you pull them up. So they don't... Once you use them, they're gone. Apply 2. Well, there we go. Let's apply it. Do the damage there. And we survived. Ancient Tea Set. Whenever you enter a rest site, we get more energy. I'm going to get us a little bit more block. I can strongly consider not doing any of that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the store, and then we'll rest there. Probably not going to be at full health, but we could potentially get something. So we start each combat with 10 block. That's not bad. Or we heal 2 hit points at the beginning of each combat. I like that a lot. Now, that'd be 146. We could get another one of these. I think we go this. And then this. And if we have enough, maybe this. Right? Because this is going to hit 3 times. That's 3 debuffs. It's going to do 9 damage. Let's start with that. See how much money we have. Nope, we can't afford both of them. We can either do this one or this one. This one could potentially hit 3 different people if we have 3 mobs. This one's going to hit 3 different times. So assuming it does actually all work the way we think it does, I think that's the way to go. And we got a fight here, so... Alright, there. 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 We're to save that. It's not going to do us any good. He's not attacking this turn, and it will exhaust, so that means it leaves for the game, for the fight. We won't get it back, so... Okay, well, if we knock him down to half, he should split, so we've got him all the way, almost all the way down. But the lower we can get him down when he splits, the better, because that means whatever hit points he's at the end of the turn, both new slimes are going to be at that same. So, we can do this, just because I want to see what happens. And then I think we follow with a sucker punch. Oh, but we don't have our ability up yet, so we didn't see that, but that's okay. So, oh, maybe he's not going to split. Well, I might have played this wrong. We might take a lot of damage. Oh, the poison. Poison will get him. There we go, because we don't quite get him down to half. But there we go. The poison does. That ends his attack, and now he splits. Okay. I was worried there for a second. All right, so we've got Sadistic Nature. Let's get that up. Now let's see if poison does the damage we think it's going to do. And it does. And we're just going to keep pounding on this guy, see if we can finish him, get him next turn there. And now the poison's going to kill him next turn, so we can ignore him. Not much we can do this turn. They're not attacking, so there's no point in defending. We'll just take the extra energy next turn and hope we do okay. We could always use this, too, if we needed to, if we didn't get the cards we need. If we have the extra energy but nothing to use. But, oops. There we go. One attack. Poison will get him, and it's over. And now we got a potion. 12 damage, exhaust. I think we just go with this, because, again, poison and debuffs are going to continue to build up. So we'll come here, we'll rest, and then we'll see. We did get up to max power, or max hit points, and we should get an additional 2 energy to start with. So we'll have to see how that goes, if that's going to help us at all. So we can put Sadistic Nature out there right away. Now we can neutralize. That's going to weaken him. Now we can heel hook him. There we go. We don't need the block this time, but we could next time, and that will give us some next time. Go ahead and outmaneuver, so we'll get some extra energy next time. I'm going to go ahead and throw the poison there. We've got 2 left. I'm going to go ahead and see what we can get here. We'll get some more poison on him. And another strike. And we used all our energy. He's poisoned. He's weakened. I think that's a pretty good first round. Now, he's going to come through with a huge hit here on us. So, you can see we're going to take 24 damage. Now, we can knock that down some. He's already weak. So, weakening him again is not going to do more, but we're going to take damage. So, I kind of think... let's see, this is going to do 9, and then the 2 weak. This will do 5, 3 is 8, 11. It'll do a total of 12. Plus, they'll both get the... Either one will get... I'm going to do this one. I'm going to keep him weak for a little bit longer. So he does a little bit less damage, and we do have abilities that just prey off of weak. So, oh, we can do both, because I got the extra energy for that one. Never mind. Never mind, we'll just run through all of it. And there we go. Now we're going to take a big hit, but you know what? He's going to take a big hit too from all the poison. We're doing okay. Now he's going to slowly charge back up again. Throw up or deflect, so we don't have to worry about that. Hit him with some bouncing souls. Bouncing souls, whatever it's called, the poison one. A strike, and continue on. Now he's going to take 20 damage. But now we start to get these burns. If we can't get rid of those burns somehow, discard them or whatever it may be, then, let's see, he's going to do 6 damage. I think we hang on to this for a big attack. We hope that we have this in our hand when he comes up with one of those big ones, and we can really nerf it down. I'm just going to make sure we don't take any damage this time. I think that's what I'm going to do. It's a little bit tricky because, like I say, he's going to charge up. He's going to get another big hit when all these turn green. So if we're not a little bit careful... Alright, so we want to do Sucker Punch first to apply the weak. Then we want to Heal Hook him. And then we'll outmaneuver. And he's not attacking this time, so I think that's all we need. We got him up to 27 poison now. We're doing really well, guys. This is about as good as I've seen this character in quite a while. We'll go ahead and neutralize him. We'll throw the dodge and roll up there, so we'll get 4 now and 4 next time. Well, we can play everything, so it doesn't matter. We'll just drop them all. We won't take any damage. Hit him with another poison. We've still got 4 from our previous block there, so we'll throw that up. So we'll take 1 damage, but that's okay. And we'll do an attack, and we're going to take 2 damage for this, but poison's going to kill him. And that's a boss fight, and that is about the easiest I have ever beat that boss. So we'll add a card to our deck. Whenever an attack... Oh, this is going to be good. Okay, because if we do this... Now see, this one would go well with those discard things we have, right? Deal 12 damage, discard all non-attack cards. All of a sudden we get those extra draws and stuff. But look at this. Whenever an attack deals unblocked damage, it deals 1 poison. But that 1 poison is a debuff, which is going to deal 3 damage. So whenever we can get an attack doing unblocked damage... where everything's going to pile on top of each other. So now those abilities that do 2 attacks or whatever, that do multiple attacks rather than 1 big attack, they become much more powerful because they're going to add a poison every time they attack. So we want to get rid of single attacks and start adding multiple attacks is what we're going to want. Potions always drop. Choose and add 5 cards. This gives us 4 cards every time. That's actually really good. But I think we're just going to choose 5 cards now. So... we could do another one of these, which is going to be useful. We could do another one of these to add more poison. I'm going to throw this in because it's a pretty powerful debuff, and it's going to do all sorts of other things for us. This one is going to be great because now it's going to... every time it poisons them, it's also going to do 3 damage if we have that power up. So we'll do that. Again, I'd love to get the ability that gives us a shiv every turn, but we haven't seen that. Do we want more block? And this is going to let us draw 2 cards. Or do we want to just keep stacking on the poison with all the other abilities? I'm going to go with the block and the card draw. That was a tough one. This one, I'm just straight up going for the free block. And here we'll go for the dagger. So 4 damage to all enemies twice. So if there's 3 enemies out there, we could do all sorts. We're going to add poison to each of them, and they're each going to take damage for each of those. So I think that's the way to go. All right, and that is the first episode. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, thumbs up. If you did, thumbs down. Don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to see more, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.